Hi everyone, welcome to Optimistic Planning. My name is Kadeen and this is the second week of July's paycheck. Today is July 12th and we will be stuffing $839. I'm going to get into it really quickly with you guys. Last weekend was July 4th and I cooked way too much, but everybody enjoyed it and we had a gang of people over, popped fireworks, and honestly it was just a really great 4th. That was actually my first time ever doing fireworks like personally ourselves, and so I really enjoyed it and like want to go buy fireworks now to prepare for next year, but we'll do that when the time is right. Let me do the money. Actually, I'm always jumping ahead with my binder, but let's count out how much we have. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 6 in hundreds, 600, 50, 700, 250s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 420s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 410s, 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, $4, 4 ones. Today we have quite a bit. We got multiple denominations. I went to a different bank than I typically do, so I finally got some tens, which I'm pretty happy about. All right, so let's start off with our usual. We're going to do our typical $200 for groceries. I am hoping that I don't have to actually spend all of this. I'm going to try my best. I'm actually food planning today for the rest of our week, and I'm going to try to spend maybe $100. I'm going to attempt to see if we are able to sustain ourselves off of that. So $200 for groceries. For date, we actually went on a couple dates, and so this is depleted. Today we're gonna actually add $60, and so I did a 50 and a 10, and I got very crispy, nice tens too. So pretty happy about that. So here we go. So now we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. 113 in dates. I think, let me actually look how much we spent in the last week, because this is the first time in a little bit that we've actually gone on any dates. So we spent about $72, if you guys can see. Yeah. $72 this past week. We went to a Cuban spot, which they had like a karaoke. The food was mid, to be honest, but the karaoke was kind of cool. Um, and then today we ordered some food in, and so I used our date money for that. So $72 in the last week that we spent on things for he and I. For shopping, which really should be named wardrobe. I'm not going to update my labels until I get my new binders, which I'm still hoping for August. And so I'm going to keep it as shopping for now, but it's really for wardrobe updates. This week, we are adding $45 to shopping. So two 20s and a 5. I'm not going to treat myself to certain things that I want for my cash stuffings. Like I'd love a tray. I want new binders until I pay off my credit cards. I have the Capital One like we talked about last week. And so I'm not going to splurge and use money that could be going towards paying that debt as of yet. And so, we're going to keep chugging along until we hit those goals, and then we can treat ourselves. So this week we added $45, and so now we have 120, 40, 55, 56, 57. So 157. In car, we're gonna add $5. Car doesn't typically get a lot, and so, you know, we'll just keep adding little $5 and we'll see progress. And we were just talking about, because we have a BMW and we lease it, and we only have one car because we work so close to each other. So we were talking about the fact that we will eventually need to get a second car, and maybe that's what this fund is, a down payment for our, either a down payment or fully paying off a secondhand car. And maybe that's what I start aiming for in 2027, getting a second car. And we'll be able to get like a good amount of money in here by then, even though, I'm only adding $5 here and there. It will add up. So maybe that's what I start describing the actual usage of this envelope for. So right now we have 20, 45, $51 in car. I really, because typically I actually have secondhand cars. And so I actually really like having a newer car. This is my first time ever having a new car. And so I've been loving our BMW and very happy that like we pulled the trigger, because I was super hesitant to buy it lease. Like having a monthly payment was foreign and weird to me, and I was very nervous. But my husband assured me that we could do it. Like we obviously budgeted for it and things of that nature, and it's been great. So for personal, I'm adding $34 this week. I think it's all the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. $34. And then so now personal has 120, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. 144 in personal. I know I keep telling myself I need to go get some more hair products. I'm like at the bottom of all my moisturizers, and so this will be depleted. I'm hopefully I get some time to go do it this weekend, but we will see. Gifts, we're adding $10. Yeah, sorry, I had to make sure that I was doing the right thing. We're adding $10 this week. So gifts is 50, 65, 71, 2. So $72. I don't know of any birthdays coming up in July. My sister's birthday, my sweet, sweet sister's birthday is in August. And so this year I do want to do something for her. So that's what this money is adding up for. So that's gifts. For house, we are adding $55. And just as a reminder, this is for our maid service, which again, when I get my new binders and I get my new envelope inserts, I will be renaming some of these. But this is for the maid service. That's what I've been putting in here. So pretty happy with how this has grown. Every 2 weeks, we have a maid service come and clean our house. It's like one of the big luxuries that I wasn't willing to give up on, and I'm very happy about it, to be honest with you. I don't love cleaning, and so leveraging their skills has been a great peace of mind for me. So again, we added $55. So now in our maid service house budget is 100, 200, 300, 4, 50, 525. 525. And this has grown pretty quickly just because I've been prioritizing it. And I am very happy that I have been. So now this is a new envelope. I need to save up about $1,000 by next April for my HOA. I had tested something out a couple months ago with this design, which I don't love, but again, I'm not printing out anything new until like I get my new envelopes, get my new binder. And that's not gonna happen until after I pay off my Capital One. And so I'm just gonna use something that I've already printed out. I actually do like the design, I just don't like the look, the actual execution of it. And so I do like having the envelope title, what category, which this is a sinking fund, just because it's like over a year where I'm just putting money aside for an eventual bill. And then the actual goal, which, hold on, yeah, $1,000. And so I'll probably do that and hopefully execute it better. But today, HOA is going to get 20, which I'm going to do in a $20 bill, and that's all it has. Now, Buffer, which has had a pretty big increase just because I had some really pretty crispy bills that I wanted to set to not actually take back to the bank. And so instead of putting the money back into the bank, I'm just going to use it for my buffer. So that happened. So if you were comparing last week to this week, like there's a lot of extra fives just because I really love how crispy they are. And this week we're actually going to add another 10. We're actually going to add $10 to this buffer. And so 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $45. So 145 is in buffer. And I cannot remember what my goal is for this, which is why the design of this is attractive to me, because then I can like actually put the goal, then I can actually put the goal amount that I'm working towards on it. That's why that design is attractive to me. I don't know what the goal here is, and I need to figure it out. Because again, this is just buffer for certain things. And I'm assuming when I get my new binders and also print out and laminate my new inserts, I will have different buffers for different envelopes. So binders, excuse me. So we'll see how all of that buffer money kind of like divides itself out. It might just become my grocery buffer, but we'll see. We'll see. The remaining cash is $400, which is going towards my debt. This month, I am pretty sure I'm aiming to pay 1,800. I just checked. I'm aiming to put away 1,800. So now we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 7. So we have $1,100 that I will need to put away in the next 2 weeks. So we will see. Again, it's an aim, it's a goal. I think I will be able to hit that mark, but we will see, because July has 5. Yeah, I think I will be. July has 5 weeks. And so for the rest of the month, I'll probably try to put about $400 away. So 700 in repaying my debt. And since we're talking about my debt and I kind of went through all of that, I'm going to just bring up what I did last week in terms of showing my plan for my Capital One. The starting balance was $5,858.55. And I will be at the end of July. This is not including the actual interest, but I should be around the $2,000 range in balance. And so July, I'm going to put away 1,800. And then August, I'm going to put away $2,000, and that will leave me $36 plus the interest. And I'll try to find some way to actually make all of that up so I don't have to roll into September with this. And so August looks like the end for that. After that, after my Capital One is done, I will be starting on a Lightstream loan that has a balance, or started July with a balance of $23,062.03. And then after that, I will deal with my student loans. I'm actually thinking of going back to school, and so, you know, I will still be chugging along paying this back, but I'll have to figure out how to, not accumulate as much debt, because this is a hard journey to get debt free. But yeah, just a quick little look on my plan for July for this Capital One, really. August, sorry for all the jumping around. Oop. August is still my target, and I do believe that I will be able to pay that off. And so at the end of August, if I am able to do that, then I will spend September kind of putting together some money to then buy new envelopes and buy new and then printing out new inserts. I've already started working on a couple designs that I'm pretty happy about and excited for my inserts. And so we will see then how that goes. But again, I am super appreciative to you all, and I am happy to involve you guys in my journey, and I would love to be involved in your journey. So leave a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.